You knew that I was coming cause you heard my name, but you don't know my game. You never felt my pain. Can't read my brain, but you read my lips and got scared when you heard that I was coming with hits. Now don't even trip, be a man instead. Give thanks I'm alive when I should be dead. I'm in the red and my mind's distorting. People claiming they know me, but they only know a portion. I'ma move mountains and touch the sun. Don't get scared now, you knew this day would come. So hold your bits, all bets are closed. What's up? All right. It's Thursday night, and we are live on YouTube. Starting out with a little Kid Rock. I haven't listened to this song in a while. I hope my setup's okay. Let's give Kid Rock from Detroit a little break. But I'm in Laredo. Can't leave yet. But I've got, like, for you people in the Southeast, there's this grocery store you ain't never heard of. Like, when you first see it, you'll be like, Heb? Is that what that's called? Heb? No, it's not Heb. It's H-E-B. And I went, and I got a steak, people. This is a ribeye. It's been sitting out. It's room temperature. I have applied a little coarse red pepper. I have applied a little pink Himalayan sea salt. And that's about all I got. I don't have my McCormick Montreal steak seasoning. And man, I tried to fix this. I'm not gonna be able to like adjust the angle because I am not using my tripod. This is a great tripod though, and right here is a little thing that comes out, and what's supposed to happen, but it's not, this little thing that holds my cell phone that I can stick up here pops out. I don't know if I put it in backwards or whatever, but it's stuck in there. I can't get it out. So we are using my ring light, came with a cell phone mount. So we will do the best we can. I have put a message in to Peak Design to provide a solution of, you know, I can still use this with the big camera, which I haven't been using. But enough of all that. We will, I don't have the book for the steak, and this is, I have cooked some chicken breast, probably, I don't know, like 4 or 5 chicken breasts in this air fryer right here. And also I have cooked some vegetables. But we've got it at 400 degrees. We're gonna put the time to 14 minutes. And now it is starting to preheat. And I'm just gonna get my ribeye right here. I'm just gonna stick it in there. But my chicken, and I've also cooked some vegetables, and at my mama's in her air fryer, which my mom, this was a Christmas present from my mom to use in the truck. And I went a while without using it because, you know, that whole like forced truck switcheroo that I had to do really just got me disorganized. And I still haven't fully recovered from it because I had to just, well, I guess my mode of taking a whole bunch of things out of a big truck and putting it in a smaller truck could have, you know, differed from what I did. But then I ended up putting it in the Chevy because I wasn't staying in that truck because they provided me with another truck, and this one does have a refrigerator in it. I'm gonna be honest with you, if there was drawers in here, but you just have to stack shit like on top of each other in here, and I do have a drawer under there. Other than that, you just got this flat spot and a whole bunch of space, and I end up just stacking stuff on top of each other. It is a pretty decent sized freezer, and I had some butter like get hot and leak out, and I'm missing a few drawers, so I don't have as much storage in there. But if I don't get like asked to leave the company or anything before the spring, there's supposed to be, I believe, a truck that has 2 bunks, the whole table thing, and all that'll be new, that will be blue. I've been in red trucks. I've never been assigned a blue truck. Off. We don't want it off. 400 degrees. The time, 14 minutes. Start. That was a problem. I didn't hit start before. All right, but the air fryer is on, and it should only take about 14 minutes, and there will be just like a little flip, and then that's it. And I don't know. I'll check the comments in just a sec, but do you guys know what this is? Like, I'm gonna end up cutting my steak with it, cause my other two knives, I'm not sure where they're at. They're not with me. But this is an avocado tool. This thing's awesome for like peeling the avocado around and then taking that center out and slicing it. If you guys really want to see it, I'll show you guys that before the end of this video. But y'all want to hear some more Kid Rock or something else? Let's play something else. Actually, I think I'm gonna go back to playlist 1. And we'll play some Bryce Vine. All right, we'll go to YouTube as well. It's gonna stop my music when I go to the comments. That girl a heartbreaker, tell you to move along. And we'll mute this. All right, so we got Big Bear. What's up, Big Bear? How are you tonight, my friend? And Taking Trucker, Jason Rayleigh, Lon's Quad, Chasing America has joined us. And I think that's it. Is that all we got? Those few comments for 33 of you? Okay. The air fryer, it is saying add food. I forgot to do something. Which I'm kind of new to this, but I think it needs a little oil of some sort. All I got is coconut oil, which is normally not in the liquid state, but mine has got hot or warm. So we're gonna drop a little coconut oil down in there. This has got a little plate in there, and we're just gonna, oh, I love that sizzle sound. I should be using both hands. And since we have butter with us, I'm gonna get a little bit of butter and put on top of this steak, which has already been prepared with coarse red pepper and pink Himalayan sea salt. But that's gonna go for 14 minutes. And these air fryers, hit me up for like the rest of you that's used it. Probably most of you have. I'm kind of late to the party on the air fryer, but man, the chicken was like really, really good. And I've also got this, which chicken, it reaches 165 degrees, you're golden, you're good, your chicken is cooked through and through, ready to do. I used to have problems when I would cook chicken on the grill, especially if I didn't prepare in advance and thaw the chicken out and everything, and you know, started with frozen chicken or whatever. You would think it's done, you cut it, and it ain't. It's pink. And unlike this ribeye right here, where pink is a good thing, chicken, not so much. I will check your comments again. I saw a couple more had popped up. Our Treadway, if here, and Big Bear says, good evening. We got Sandra Bounds. Well, Sandra, welcome to the party, girl. It seems like I have a majority male audience. So any females that's joining us, welcome. Glad you're here. But the HEB grocery store, they're nice grocery stores. I didn't get, but I only got a few things, but they're great grocery stores. We absolutely love our air fryer. Everything is delicious coming out of it. I agree, Chasing America. Well, I'm doing okay, man. I'm getting ready to have a steak. Sandra says she's never used an air fryer. The first thing I used in the air fryer, Sandra, was a pot pie. And I don't know how many birthdays you've had, Sandra, but you know, I've had 40-something of them. And I remember the small little pot pies when I was a kid. You know, my mom always bought, you know, there were always some in the freezer, and I'd make them for myself. And they took so long to cook. I've always joked that you don't eat a pot pie, you know, throw a pot pie in when you're hungry, because it takes a long time, like 40, 50 minutes. You like put a pot pie in when you're like, you know, I think I might be hungry an hour or so from now. And then you cook a pot pie. The air fryer did an excellent job with the pot pie. And I think it was less than 20 minutes. The bottom of it was still, could have been cooked a little more. It was a little on the doughier, you know, side, not crispy. But the top was pretty crispy, and everything in the center was, you know, cooked pretty good. That was the first thing I tried. And then I've had frozen chicken breast. Start from it froze. I think it takes somewhere around 12, 13 minutes. This steak probably isn't going to take as long as I put it in there. Why is it still saying 14 minutes? We'll check it in a bit. But my buddy Derek Bowie, I don't know if you're watching this too, Derek. He said the air fryer cooks a great steak. Tastes like it was on the grill. I don't know if you have to use liquid smoke or anything. But I'm gonna let this go on long enough until the steak is done, and we'll give it a cut with our avocado knife and try it out. So what's up, everybody? How you doing? I'm doing okay. I worked out a little bit today. Nothing to like make you guys feel bad about yourself if you didn't, but I did a little bit. I hadn't ran. There's a titty bar across the street from where I'm at, but I imagine I probably won't run over there. If I did go over there and have a good time, it would cost me, and then I'd feel guilty. I'd be thinking about, you know, my adopted son, Kason, and my adopted daughter, Aubrey, you know, and things maybe they're not participating in, and here, you know, I am dropping $100 or what, you know, for titties or something. That's never really, I mean, I like titties just like this guy, don't get me wrong, but as far as participating in those type of establishments and those type of transactions, I don't want to call myself cheap, but nah. So I won't be doing that. I probably will get out of the truck and go take a shower, because I think I'm going to be here until morning. I did a couple of empty moves once I got here to Laredo. I delivered some booze to San Antonio, and then came to Laredo, and here I am. I do not like this glare on here. Have I ever showed you guys my ring light? That's it. And I've only got this on, I don't know, maybe 30%. No, I've got it on 10% at 4,600 Kelvin. But I can make it go red. Does that look? That don't look too good, does it? But it's got like a dial here. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is it. It's over 200 different colors. Like, that's kind of green. When we get to like 200 or so, I think is where the blue starts. I think we'll just go back to regular. But it's cool that it has that. And there's also this little cell phone mount in the center, which if I was using my big camera, I could just set it up right behind here, and boom, as long as you're not wearing glasses like I am right now, it looks pretty good. Give a thumbs up if you think so. Okay, how long has that been? I'm gonna check the steak. And I believe we've got, we only got side to side adjustment. I'll take a peek. Oh, wow. So I might take that out now. We'll give it just a little more. I don't know if we're gonna make it to that whole 14 minutes. I ain't like one of these cats that get my steaks well done. It's funny though. Now, I'm not racist, okay? You kind of, I don't need, but if you say that, does that mean you are nowadays? It's such a confusing subject. I'm pissed off on a regular basis on so many levels anytime I start listening to other people talk. But it is a fact. I've ate at Denny's maybe 3 or 4 times in the last like couple of weeks. And every time I was in there, another truck driver of a darker skin color than mine, what I would call black man, happened to be in there at the time. And just so happened, every time each of the 3 ordered the steak, either a T-bone or a sirloin at Denny's, which is a good choice from Denny's selection. And then they asked each of the black men, how do you want it cooked? And I knew they were going to get it well done before they answered. Like maybe I had a little doubt, because you'll get surprised every now and then, but 100% it was well done. How do you like your steak well done? Hey, and if you're a brother from another mother on here, do you order yours well? I used to be a waiter and a bartender and things years ago, I guess is why I feel I deserve to be saying these things that I'm saying now while we're waiting on this steak to cook, because I generally don't get mine well done. I think that's wasting a steak, me personally, you know. Medium rare is a good one, or you know, medium is probably what I like a little best. Kind of like it more pink than red. But that's it. I don't think that needs to be cooked any more than it is. Ow! Now, here is the thing. I can't cut it right now. I'd be messing up and taking away from the deliciousness that I can experience here in a few minutes. And guys, if my little phone piece that holds my cell phone on the Peak Design tripod over here, if it was working, I wouldn't have to hold my phone right now. I could just tilt it down and all that, but it's stuck up in there. But when you're cooking a steak on the grill, or now in the air fryer, this is the first time I've cooked one in the air fryer, you can't cut it right away. Just trust me, don't frickin' do it. Let it sit a minimum of 5 minutes. 7 is probably better. And then we're gonna cut it, and hopefully we won't have a steak that, man, I want to crack jokes, but I better not, because I don't want to offend any of my friends with stereotypical lingo. But hopefully we'll have something around the range of medium going on with this ribeye. This ribeye, it's about 3/4 of a pound. It's not quite, you know, it's not, so what's that, maybe 12 ounces or so? Ooh, nice marble. I'm licking my finger right now, guys. And it is delicious. I want to do that again. Look at that. That's a juicy fucking steak. I hope it's not rare. Rare, I'll be like, I'll probably still eat it anyway though. Medium rare to medium. That's what I'm going for. I'm pretty sure it's not well done. Why is that? Like if, I don't know, anybody that orders your steak well done, tell me about the handful of times maybe you had a piece of meat that wasn't well done. It might have been medium or even medium well. Was that really hard for you? Was it not good then? Was the blood like grossing you out Because I just think of like shoe leather or something when I think about a well-done steak. This has always been a thing for me. And, you know, I guess, you know, like a lot of other people, you know, well, I don't know, some other people anyway, get their, you know, order their steaks well done. But black people, it's somewhere, it's at least 90%. I mean, I pay attention to this kind of thing, and I'm observant. Very high percentages is well done. And I would love to know other people's thoughts on that. How long have we been? Has it been at least 5 minutes? Man, I wish I could move this around, and let's see. I probably can. Give me a second, guy. Ah, there we go. Is the tripod got a hold? All right. Here we go. Y'all can't see me, but you came here for the steak, right? All right. Let's keep going. We're gonna cut. Oh, that! Did y'all hear that? It was like a queef or something. Oh. Usually I would use a knife, but today we're using an avocado tool. I did not beat my meat with a meat cleaver or tenderizer or anything. This is all fat here. I want to try that first. Oh my God. I think it's butter. God, it's dissolving in my mouth. Okay. It's loosened. Wait a minute, no, that's the wrong one. That's right. It's actually on the stand. There we go. We're moving it back up. All right, we're gonna try this piece of steak, people. Y'all, and this was cooked in the air fryer in like 10 or 12 minutes with no preparation other than putting some pepper and some pink Himalayan sea salt on it. That's all I did. Like, if you have to pull out the A1, your steak ain't no good. The natural, oh my God. God, this is so, it's pretty tender, but it's got flavor to it. Here, let's cut in the center of this, see what we got. Man, Derek Bowie, you wasn't kidding, man. The air fryer does an awesome job on the steak. The chicken was really good too. And I've been pissed off because I hadn't had any daggum seasoning. Not my kicking chicken or my Montreal. Okay, can you guys see that? All right, now we're gonna cut straight across. And that's what we got. That's probably what, medium? Somewhere between medium rare or so. Man, that's good. Daggum. That is delicious. Delicious. You hear me? These air fryers. And we're gonna point it. This is the one I got. It's Instant Vortex Mini. I guess we can turn that off. All you gotta do is plug it in, hit a couple buttons, and put your food in it. That's really all you gotta do, except for maybe put a little oil in there. I use coconut oil and butter. I don't really use that highly processed vegetable oil, canola oil, or none of that. Olive oil is good. Well, some olive oil's good, but there's bad, cheap versions of just about everything. I try to avoid the bad, cheap versions of things. But guys, I'm gonna check your comments But before I do that, oh, damn. Guys, this is really good. This steak was maybe 10 bucks. A ribeye from HEB. That is really freaking good. I got a piece of salmon in here. I'm gonna probably cook tomorrow. Man, that's good. But while we at it, I don't think I have put a link to this tool in the in my description yet, but I will. Check it out. This is how easy this is to make an avocado. Go around, give it a little wiggle. Boom, we got 2 pieces. Here's the part I love. This is what can be hard, right? Unless you got this tool here. Give it a little twist and boom, there it is. Easy peasy. And then it keeps going. This thing just run along the, up, there we go. Side of the avocado. And this was about 10 bucks. I ordered it on Amazon. But after you get your avocado out, actually it'd be better to do this on the thing, but watch. With my hand, boo! Just run it through this, and we got slices of avocado. And there's not a whole lot of foods out there, truck drivers, that's better for you than an avocado. Good, healthy fat. I will be glad when I start craving avocados, because I used to not really like avocados, because all I knew about avocados is guacamole, and a lot of places put raw onions in guacamole, and I don't like raw onions. I really ain't even crazy about cooked onions, but I damn sure ain't interested in raw onions. So, you know, I went a long time. I was probably in my 40s before I started appreciating avocados and guacamole. But it's technically a fruit. Boy, they got some good ones down here in Laredo. And you will see some pretty women buying avocados down here in Laredo. No joke. You really will. I believe I had a better time walking around HEB than I would across the street. Definitely won't spend as much money in the grocery store as I would across the street. Any truck drivers ever been across? I don't even know the name of it, but I'm at the Pilot because I didn't want to wait in the like 25 truck line that was headed over to the TA and Flying J to turn left. So I'm just gonna go that other direction instead of waiting in that long ass line. I start getting, I don't know if anxiety is the right word. I just don't like waiting in long lines. I will do anything I can to not wait in a long line, including like cut your ass. I mean, not cut you like with my avocado knife, but you guys know what I mean. Like if I was going to Six Flags or Carowinds, it would be, or Disney World. I don't know if Disney World does this, that has the extra band where, so you don't have to wait in line. I'd like to get one of those. I think it'd be worth it. I remember on school trips and stuff, you would wait like 2 hours to ride the Mindbender or Space Mountain or something. I mean, you ain't gonna be there but like 8 hours, you know what I mean? But that is what cattle does, is stand around and wait in line. All right, see how easy that came out? Let's see. There's probably other ways. I've only used this two or three times. But it looks like you just grab it, and there's probably other ways to do it than that. I could have did it sideways. I got to clean my hands before I can check your comments. I got avocado and steak on. But we got a few comments, so goody. Maybe we'll get some good conversation going on. What a great meal though, right? Freaking ribeye that is banging. That's like cooked medium, not medium well. Anybody else can have their medium well. That's wasting a. I mean, this cow. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm feeling that's one of those subjects that I need to just shut up about instead of something to have good humor and fun in. But I think I'm getting ready to break out of that. The rest of the world probably ain't. But I read the book 1984 years ago. I've read it a couple of times, but it's included free on Audible. And if you would like a subscription to Audible or try a free book, there's a link in the description so you can do that. But I'm an Audible member. And in addition to picking any book there is that you want every single month, no matter how much it costs, you can add it to your library. There's also a whole bunch of other ones. It's just like a library, you have access to it all the times. It's like I've got some journals of Emerson and Thoreau, which I've always heard about them, but I didn't take like college prep classes or anything like that, and I don't even remember. I remember read Kill a Mockingbird, but I don't remember a lot of books I read for like English class or whatever. But like smart people, I've heard them talk about Emerson and Thoreau a lot. And I've been reading a little of those, but I also got an audio book. That's not what I was talking about though. 1984. The stuff that's going on now, it really reminds me of the world that was in that book 1984, which it was written in like 1940-ish something, about a time in the future, but you really didn't know what year it was anyway. They told you it was 1984, but it took place in London, and if you ever heard Big Brother's watching you, that's where Big Brother watching you it come from. Like before TVs were even a thing, 1984 had these teleprompters that you couldn't turn it off. Like they would kick your ass and take you away in a black bag, and you'd be in a work camp if you turned your TV off, or like a lot of other things. Like it was a authoritarian society. And part of me gets fired up at the thought of that. But in the end of 1984, but anyway, where I was going, sort of like the internet and thing was talked about in that, and TVs that could see you, and you know the programming, and there was double speak and so much mind control over it. What is freedom is slavery? That was what, and they had like hate day and hate week, and it's in a way a terrifying book. I don't know if anybody else has read 1984 by George Orwell, but man, the world is seeming more and more like that. You know, they change words and eliminate words, you know, in it, and control how people think, and kids start telling on their parents about, you know, stuff, and there's thought police in it and everything. And they're not going to get us to that point without having a fight on their hands, though. I mean, hopefully this video won't get demonetized and my channel will disappear. Going on talking about these subjects, but if you're a right-winger, I bet you don't have as much content that like you used to, because I think they're taking a lot of it down and silence in a lot of those voices. Which, you know, I've never really considered myself a political man, because I never get my damn way. Like all the candidates I like have no chance because of the media. Not because the American people wouldn't get behind them, and not because they wouldn't be a good leader, and not because they don't have a good idea, and not because the other ones are fucking wicked, but the way our information is delivered. Well, that's kind of changing now because of the internet and YouTube and other platforms. Well, it was anyway. I'm not sure about now because you can be silenced and canceled and all of that real freaking quick. You know, somebody can just put some kiddie porn on your laptop. Not that you were into kiddie porn, but if you got something on your laptop, your ass is going to jail. That's just the way it works. But we shouldn't be bored anytime over the next few decades, I wouldn't think. Except for people quarantining. You might get bored. But let me go to the comments. I've been rambling on for a little bit. Damn, that's a good steak. Sandra, get you an air fryer, girl. Walmart has them. Everybody has them. I don't know how much they are. I didn't buy mine. But I'm pretty sure there is a whole lot to choose from for less than $100. And I really am going to get back to your comments. But, you know, I brought it up before, you know, about mental health, or I'm not, you know, obviously I'm not your typical depressed guy or whatever, especially when I get fired up and start having some fun. But one of the things I felt was, I don't know, something that, you know, like the loneliness, other people and things. But, you know, after I'm around like people a whole lot, I do crave being by myself again. I mean, always have. Probably maybe I always will. I don't know. But the things that really affect me is my activity level. If I'm moving around, getting a little exercise, especially if I work up a sweat and feel like I've accomplished something and bettered the world a little bit, that really helps out. You know, versus, I don't know, sitting back here watching Little Dog or something on YouTube, get feeling bad about myself. But also the food I eat, and I believe it's a direct proportion to sugar. And I do get my share of sugar in the Reese cups, because I've had Reese cups today. I think I've had at least 2 packs. Now maybe I hadn't had 2 packs, but I've had at least two Reese cups. But when I have stuff like this, eating an avocado and a delicious steak that I made myself in the truck, or chicken and vegetables versus a frickin' combo, it is a significant difference in feeling in that moment because of the decision, but also as it digests through my body. And I know I bring these things up, and the reason I keep doing it, I feel compelled, because there's 1 or 2 of you out there that need a little bit of a kick in the ass and need to hear these things. And this ain't nothing new. You already know it. You know you don't need a burger and fries and soda. You know it. And you know you don't feel good after you eat it. You don't feel good about yourself after you do. But when you put a little extra effort into preparing, and then it's healthier food too, that starts being a habit. You don't just do it once. It's what you do. That's when positive change begins to occur. And that's when we can begin to get some momentum going. You know, start out with little small things that build the confidence up a little bit, that I'm not a lazy piece of sheep that just, you know, does what's easy. I'm not that. I'm better than that. And I know there's a few of you out there, or maybe 100% of you. That's what it is. 100% of you listening to this, you're better than that too. But I'm going to check your comments. But before I do, I'm going to eat another little piece of steak. I'm not just saying this because it's live on YouTube. That's more of like a medium. What do you think? Medium well? Medium? I think we should just all around, this is probably a medium. Let's listen to some music. YouTube music. Let's see. Oh, I hit mute a while ago. That's why we don't hear it. She said her time is money. These niggas glad to pay. Love a bottle service. One more she gotta say. Oh! We got any kids on here? Actually, I don't want to. That's a pretty cool song. I got a playlist right here, and that Cardi B song, I've only heard it like 2 or 3 times. WAP, W-A-P. They talked about it on the news. It's. I'm not gonna play it here on the Truckerjim channel, but what? I gotta keep talking while it's playing, or it'll do a copyright thing. But if I keep talking over it, maybe not. That's a good steak. Okay. I'm seriously going to the comments now. Let's mute that. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of comments. Robert Beck says his wife is not with him tonight, but she loves watching my videos. Well, thanks for letting me know that. I was beginning to think, I just don't, like, I don't know, women don't watch me. Maybe I'm annoying, because I used to annoy my ex-wife. But it is good to know there is a few. God bless you. You're a good man and learn so much from you. Well, thank you, Frank. Oh my gosh. Shower's good. Showers are good. I think I might take one later. You think I need a cold shower? Maybe I do. Do you guys ever take cold showers? You know, it wakes you up. Feels like it tightens the skin too. And I think it makes your balls shrivel too. Ring light for your OnlyFans page. Ring light for your OnlyFans page. Okay. I think you forgot to hit the start button. Yeah, I think I did too, but it ended up cooking it. Big Bear likes his medium rare. Jose gets it well done and chop it up for tacos. Okay. It depends. I'm Mexican, so cane asada for the most part is well done. But if I'm having a thicker cut of steak, I like it medium rare. I do too. I like mine rare, Robert Beck says. If it's seasoned well, it shouldn't need any sauce. I agree 100%. How about me licking my fingers? My fingers were so delicious touching that steak juice. Robert says I need a baked potato. That's too many carbs, man. I only eat like 2 or 3 baked potatoes a year. Big Bear is watering. We got Hingle McCringleberry. Mustard comes out excellent when I marinate it with some soy sauce, grass-fed butter, and I like to put sliced avocado and red and green peppers on top of it. Maybe some onion. Woo, you're getting fancy with the steak. All that sounds pretty good, except for I need to learn to eat onions. Rob says he passed me a few times going through the gorge. We got another medium rare for Kristen Rivera. Yes, that meat does look good. Thirsty for meat. All right, I'm caught up with comments. So now I can have more meat. Let's see, I think I can maybe adjust that a little bit. Just a little bit. So maybe you can see me and my meat. Wouldn't that be great? Let's see, Raise that up a bit. Is my audio still good? But now you can't see my meat. It was big, 12 ounces. But we are down to probably the last, I'm not sure what dropped there, but the last 4 ounces. But as far as the air fryer goes, 2 thumbs up on the air fryer. This kicks the shit out of a lunchbox cooker. My lunchbox cooker ain't even in this truck. It's like under the rack. I gotta go to the passenger side door to get it. Hadn't used it at all lately. Man, that was really freaking good. It was an air fryer. This box that I plug in, and I think it may, I don't know, I was reading up, some of them use 1100 watts. But I'm in this Volvo. Hold on, let me chew my steak up. While we're doing that, oh, wait a minute. That is not the music. Let's listen to some music. Play. All right, all right, all right. Anybody else got anything before we close this up? But with any luck, I'll be headed back to the Carolinas tomorrow. Apparently there was nothing that had come across the border for me today, because I still had a couple hours of time after I, finished moving those empties around. That's good. And there's nothing on it. Good pepper, good salt, butter, and that's it. Cooked in the air fryer. It was excellent. I hadn't had anything yet that wasn't good in the air fryer. And I have no idea how it works. There's, I should probably maybe research that a little bit. But I haven't heard anything bad about the air fryer. Like, you hear bad things about microwaves. Like, I don't use my microwave very much at all. I do for certain things, but not much. All right. Whoop. Let's see. Let me plug that back in. I hope my audio is good. I'm using the lapel mic and the Rode video mic system. There's another one that looks like this that's plugged into my cell phone right here. And I ended up having to get a separate wire to be able to use it on the iPhone, because it's a different wire when I plug it into my big camera. Whole 2-ring, 3-ring, plug thing is the difference. But I think from some previous videos, we are definitely having a higher quality level of audio. Because for anybody that's wanting to start doing YouTube or started playing with it, if you just use your cell phone's internal microphone, you got to be like right up on this thing for it to be like listenable, like anything good. But any kind of variations of that, the quality drops tremendously, especially if you're holding the phone, that you guys have stopped watching a bunch of my videos that had that, over the past. But this Rode video mic, Rode Wireless Go, I think is what it's called. It's pretty good. It's a couple $100, but it's pretty good stuff. There is a link for it in the description of this video if you want to check it out. But people are starting to drop off. We're down to 30. I don't really, ooh. Look at that right there. I think that's medium rare, ain't it? Y'all be safe and keep on trucking.